unbelievable big win for the Montreal Canadiens.
Bleu, blanc, rouge, le Canadien, c'est dans notre sang, dans notre cœur, notre tradition.
Yes, the Montreal Canadiens have a big, huge W last night in Utah by a score of 4-3 against the Mammoth. Let's dive in talking about the game between the Montreal Canadiens and, of course, the Mammoth. First of all, Montreal won the game by the score of 4-3, and great game overall. A lot of emotion in the game. Why? First period, Montreal lead. After the second period, they trail. At the beginning of the third period, they tie the game, and then they find a way to get another goal and win the game by the score of 4-3. And that's happening. 2-0 Montreal, trail 3-2 for Mammoth, 3-3, and finally 4-3 Montreal. Great first period, guys, by the Montreal Canadiens until get a penalty for delayed games on the second period. It was the collapse of the Montreal Canadiens another time at the second period. But as the first period, Montreal Canadiens take 2 goals. First, it was Bolduc finally scored on power play goal. And then it was Nick Suzuki, the captain, his first goal of the game to give the lead by 2 goals after the first period. Only 7-6 the shot for the Montreal Canadiens, but Montreal was really opportunist at the first period. It was more in control until to the half of the game, until Carrier had a delay game when he sent the puck over the glass, and that moment the momentum of the game switched and Utah answered with 3 goals with over 4 minutes to take the lead 3-2 after 40 minutes. But Montreal Canadiens came back with 2 goals and the space of 1:47 at the beginning of the third period. One by Captain Suzuki, second goal of the game, and Ivan Demidov, a great wrist shot to beat the goaltender of the Mammoth with a game-winning goal for the Montreal Canadiens. Overall, great first period, a sloppy second period, and a great comeback par Bleu Blanc Rouge, le tricolore. Suzuki lead with the most points with Bolduc, 3 points each, 2 goals for Suzuki and 1 goal power play by Bolduc. Demidov with a game-winning goal. Finally, Dobson was excellent at the point for the Montreal Canadiens, get also an assist, 1 point during the night. Tobesh finished with a .912 percentage. Now, Tobesh had up and down, but he gave a chance to Montreal to win, and that's the most important thing. We would like him to be more consistent from the beginning to the end of the game. He's struggling with the rebound. He's not always square. And I did not like the end of the game when he left the ice without waiting for his teammate. This is something we'll talk about this in the next couple of days. And finally, the power play respond with 2 goals and 3 attempts. And that's what make always difference in NHL, the power play, the special team. And that's happening yesterday for the Montreal Canadiens on the big W against the Utah. It was the second W of the year against the Mammoth. Now, let's dive in about my stood out players, my obscure and at the office, a turning point of the game. Of course, the captain for me, it was the player of the game with 2 goals, 1 assist, 3 points. He almost get his first hat-trick in NHL. He hit the post with an empty net. My obscure player, guys, is not only one, it's a 2 because they are a pairing. I'm talking about Noah Dobson and Mike Madison. Excellent game for the first pairing defenseman for the Montreal Canadiens on the 3-zone transition on the rush. The cap control was excellent, and the defensive zone coverage was pretty good overall. I have to give them the obscure of the game for both of them. For the at the office, it was not good. But first, he got a penalty for the delay game. The momentum of the game switched, and then after that, he just struggled more and more. Montreal had no choice on the right side to use Carrier, but finished the night with -2. But this is not the first time. Since the beginning of the season, I'll be honest with you, Carrier is struggling. And last night, it was more like usually. And that's, for me, is the guy go at the office. And the turning point of the game, guys, is the beginning of the third period. The adjustment of Martin Saint-Louis talked during his second intermission, the speech. The player responded very well 2 goals in 1 minute and 47. That's make its friends from the W for the Montreal Canadiens. Goal Azuski and a game-winning goal by Evan Demidov. And that's all, guys, for the game for the Montreal Canadiens last night. Huge W for you, Tricolore. Le Bleu Blanc Rouge by the score 4-3. Montreal is off. Happy Thanksgiving for all the people in USA. And of course, Montreal return on the ice Friday at 4:00 p.m. Again, the Golden Knight. Can wait to see this game. Don't forget to join us live for the play-by-play. And now is your turn to leave me a comments. Who is the best player for the Montreal last night? Stood out or maybe something else? Leave your comments below the video. And of course, subscribe. Click on the like, sharing this video. Become a member of the channel and the Patreon. And finally, mes amis, you have greatness inside of you. And we wish you an amazing, great, blessed day, everybody.